just filming. So I wasn't really in the mood to film anything today, partly because I was in this like little rod. I mean, I barely even drafted a script for my next video on my main channel about focus. Barely. It took me just like 2 hours, maybe 3, but 2, yeah, maximum 2 hours, and I drafted it, and I still have to put everything in a like script form, but whatever. Then I went to the gym, ran whatever I had to run today, according to my schedule for half marathon. Doesn't matter. And I watched like 3 seasons of Dr. House. So basically, I got sick of not like that. I watched 3 seasons in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I don't remember. So I did that, and today it was really boring for me to watch, so I decided to watch the last episode. And no spoilers, but I mean a little heartwarming, a little sad, a little heartwarming. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I closed my laptop and I was just like, then I decided to sing, and I actually actually sang a song, which is Cry by Ben. Who was that? Benson Bone. I recorded it. I thought I will publish it on this channel, but it's not perfect, and I don't really want to post anything about perfect, I want to clean up my room and like talk to you guys because why not? Because you guys are there and I can talk to you. Honestly, there's no one there. I'm just talking to my camera. That makes me feel a whole lot better. Wait, need to find something here. Look, this is not normal for people to have 270 notes. I don't even know what I have there. I remember one time I was in the gym and I was like searching through my notes, and I got on this like, I was searching something like boom, 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 and then I went hop, my face. And I was so scared. I'm like, what if someone saw it? I'm like, what if someone saw me holding a picture of me? My anxiety is, oh, okay. A few days ago, I was searching up recipe for vegan pancake. It doesn't matter, vegan or not vegan. I was just searching up a recipe, and I went on the website, and it says, confirm you're not a robot. Okay, I understand, like, confirm you're not a robot in like any other websites scenarios, but what could happen if robot wants to know recipe? Why do I have to confirm every freaking time that I'm not a robot? Like, I'm not. I get cold, I get hot, I get heartbroken. I'm not a robot. Also, I look like I don't really look very good. Wait, I'm very weird person because I don't know if you are the same. I'm not crying. Again, I'm not crying. I just yawn a lot of times and I want to yawn again. Whenever someone like calls me on my birthday, and like the people I haven't talked to in like months or years, and they're like, happy birthday, I wish you all well, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yeah, thank you. The worst, when people come to my house and wish me happy birthday, because then I have to make it look like I care. I don't know, I mean, I do care, I cannot show that I care. It's just so awkward for me, and especially like telling other people happy birthday. The only time I will mean saying happy birthday to you and like actually mean it, all the wishes, is just right when I woke up. I remember it was my friend's birthday, and I right when I woke up, I recorded like 3-minute voice message about happy birthday, and most of it, as you can guess, because I woke up pretty early, was like, and I wish you well, and and it was like that. And I mean, nothing bad. I don't even know what I'm doing, why I put my charger like this. I just put it like this. Wait. whenever I was forced to say to someone happy birthday as a kid, because oh, it's not polite to not say happy birthday, I'm like blah 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 blah, you know, I no one's forcing me now. Like they do, but I'm not forcible. They can't force me. And it is so weird, it is so awkward. And whenever someone tells me like happy birthday, I feel awkward for us both because I can see how awkward you are. Like, is there anyone who really wishes people genuinely happy birthday? Because I don't. I'm also such an awkward person because I don't really like small talk. I mean, I do like small talk with older people. If I see someone like 60 or 70 outside and they're like, oh, you have such a nice dog, and like, what breed is it? And I'm like, oh, well, and like, it's such a nice weather outside, right? And I'm like, yeah. This little conversation with people my age, around my age, I don't, because what they are not so nice. Like, people aren't so nice. I remember yesterday I was walking with my dog, and this is like one of those times when I decided not to put headphones in, and I was like walking with my dog and some men start yelling at me. My dog was on a leash and the men start yelling at me like, where are you going? There's my dog. Your dog is gonna like rip him apart, like and he was like obviously onto something, like probably alcohol or even drugs, because he was like standing there and like his eyes were so wide and he was like bald and thin, and he was like standing there and like looking at me like that and yelling, and I just started laughing. I don't know. I just started laughing. I'm like, okay, sure. And he just looked at me like, why is she laughing? I was yelling at her, why is she laughing, you know? But then I got home and I got a little depressed, like, am I the problem? Am I the problem? And then I'm like, no, I'm not the problem. I'm absolutely not the problem. 1 second. I have to put it here. Look, I promised I'm not gonna put things in there, but I'm gonna keep keeping my promise. Also, can you see me? Can you see what pretty flowers I have? Lovely, lovely, pretty flowers. Right? Should we pause for thumbnail, because I'm doing this and I'm like, would be a great thumbnail, would it? Like, okay, I'm gonna take myself out. Like, okay, that could be it. That could be it. That could be not it. Also, let's put something like what parts of Bible I will study today, because I usually study Bible in the morning, but today I didn't. I don't know if you're interested in that. I don't really care if you are. I'm interested in that. So basically I've read, like I've listened, because Old Testament is like, especially the two Chronicles, like Chronicles and Kings, they're basically similar. Like I've read that they aren't. I've read that there is difference between them. It's like deeper in the story. It shows the love of God to people. Like how there's like a book I downloaded, like it's shortly what is every chapter of Bible is about. And when I start reading Chronicles, I'm like, it's the same. And then I read a little overview that it's not the same. It's not the same as Chronicle, as Kings. And I'm like, okay, sure. But it's still, I mostly listen to it. I sometimes listen and read at the same time, like look over with my eyes. So basically I read till 30th, 2 Chronicles 30th, and there's 36 Chronicles, so I will finish Chronicles today. Let's put, sometimes I put like annotation like this, especially in Matthew. I don't really, like from Matthew, there's a lot of cool things. Sometimes I just put like this, April 5th, and I just read, and I have no energy to annotate anything, like to write anything down. I just, you know, read. Matthew, I love Matthew. Like book of Matthew is amazing. It's my, I haven't read any book from New Testament except Matthew, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. But people on the internet told me that I should start with Matthew, and That's one time when I was really glad I listened to people on the internet. Matthew 25:7 I'm gonna read today. Study and read. Also Psalms. It's not Psalms, it's Psalm. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Look, I want to sit down. I have a hard time accepting praise from someone when people are like, oh, you're doing so good, you're doing so nice. Maybe I have some kind of trauma. I don't know. But I just feel so uncomfortable when someone is like praising me, and also it's like, why do you do that? It's really redundant because I already know that I'm great, that I'm amazing, that, you know, all these great things. I mean, I wouldn't consider that I achieved a lot in my years. Like, the only achievement I have, and I wouldn't call it an achievement, it's like, I know English. And it's really irritating because all my school years, like since 8th grade, it was like, oh, this is the girl, like on the corridors, because my English teacher was praising me to everyone at school, at her classes, that, oh, this girl learned English by herself. And in the country I live in, we learned English pretty much all our school life, even in university, even in kindergarten. And I was horrible at English, but somehow I decided to learn it. I don't know why. And I did, as you can see. So I did. And she was praising me to everyone in class, to every classes she had, like to every kid. And I was like in 8th grade. So people would come up to me and like, oh, this is the girl who knows English. And I'm just like, yeah. And I remember I was in camp and there was like talent show or something. And my talent was saying something in English, you know? Yeah, because everyone's like, oh, she knows English, she can help. I don't care about that. I like when people don't see me. I like when people just ignore me in hallways. They like, you know, I'm not there. But this didn't help. I'm not complaining also, but since for the last 4 years, everyone was like around me like, oh, good for you, you know English, how amazing you are, how smart you are, everything is so easy. Like, I like when people say, you're so lucky that you love doing that, you're so lucky that you like learning all those tenses, you're so lucky that you learned all that. And I'm just like, yeah, that was definitely luck. That was definitely luck. Sure, I was talking to a person I know. I was talking to a person and we were talking about something, and she told me that she doesn't feel like God is there for her or something like that. And I'm like, did you try to like read the God's word, like Bible? And she's like, no, it's really boring for me. And I'm like, well, it was for me too. I enjoy it now. And she's like, yeah, you're lucky. And I'm like, yeah, sure I am. Maybe because I started and it became interesting, because nothing can be interesting to you if you know nothing about it. Peace. I just broke a little piece. If you want to be interested in something, you want to have passion about something, you have to know at least like 10% of something in order to 90% to become interesting to you. And I just hate when people call me lucky and like, oh, great for you. And they look at me sometimes when I was in school. I remember we had like these days and like quizzes, what do you want to be in future? And I never wanted to tell anyone that I want to be an actress, because then will people like, I don't know, I'm never really like sharing any part of my like goals, dreams, whatever. And I would just also always answer in like the most vague way possible. And I remember there was a quiz, like not a quiz, but teachers were always asking in the end of a senior year, like, what do you want to become? What do you want to do? And at that point I was fed up, because I went to Poland to pass IELTS and I had a panic attack, and that meant that I didn't have IELTS test results and certificate in order to apply to American universities. And so I was just like that inside for some time. And teachers started asking like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know yet. And then I would always say, I don't know, even though from 8th grade, I knew what I wanted to do. I also knew what I want to do in 2nd grade, you know. I was like,
I want to be a teacher. I want to be an English teacher, a history teacher. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a lawyer.
They didn't actually lasted more than a year, so acting is lasting for 5 years. Also, I've been acting since I was 5, so. But I found something that I like doing, that I really enjoy doing, and I didn't want to tell anyone. And people were like, tell us. And in my school, when there was what was that, the end of senior year, and there was like prom or something, and in order to get our certificate for ending school, everyone was like, and here goes the Sam, he wants to become a, I don't know, a world champion footballer, whatever. And they would announce everyone like that, and somehow I let it slip that I want to be an actress. I wasn't like, oh hi, by the way, I want to be an actress, that's why I know English, that's why I'm learning English, that's why I'm doing all those things. No, it wasn't like that. The people, like my classmates, asked me, and I'm like, yeah, I want to be an actress. And then after a while I was like to my teachers, yes, I want to be an actress. And honestly, at that point I was okay with their stares at me like I'm crazy, like but it's not a serious job, but how are you gonna survive, but how are you gonna do that and that and that, because that was the problem at first, because people didn't take it seriously. And I mean, I don't want to cry, I'm not crying, I love acting, I love learning monologues and like diving into life of someone. It's so amazing for me, actually. Like every time I watch a movie or something, I cry in the end, not because it was sad or romantic or something, but because how amazing that I decided, and I decide every day to follow the path that I want, even though it's hard, even though I'm not even like close to it, and I don't want to be, because when you achieve something, when you get the thing you wanted, you do not appreciate it, you don't want it anymore, you feel like it's supposed to be like that. So for as long as I can, I mean, not as long as I can, I will work towards being an actress, full-time actress, you know, which is full-time actress. Are you high? No, I'm not. I can talk freely about it to people who don't know me, like you guys. I cannot talk about it to people that do know me and that look at me with those beady eyes and like, oh, good for you. I don't know what else to tell you. I've been kind of like reading slump lately. Not lately. I had this goal in March to read 10 books. I mean, not to read 10 books, but finish the mark of reading 10 books. And like from January to March. In March, I read like 8 books. What? In March, I read like 2 or 3 books. So it would mark 10 books throughout the year. And I haven't read anything since. I don't think I have anything other to say. I think it's okay not to have friends. You know, I'm just like, I'm not sure I have anything to say. Like, it's okay not to have friends. Hang in there. No, I think it is. Like, I don't know why I want to cry. I don't know why I want to cry. But it's okay not to have friends. Like, I have myself. I have Jesus. I have God. I can talk to them any time of the day. You know, which is the most amazing thing ever. Being alone is always the best. Like, you know, I don't even want friends. Like, I'm okay by myself. I love people all around me. Doesn't mean I want to be friends with them. Like, I love people. I love getting to know people. They're like books for me. It's so exciting to read them. Like, because of like actress point of view, I don't know why, but I see whenever I talk to someone, I try to recognize what they are. Like, they tell me a story, I try to understand why are they using this kind of emotion in this moment, and I try to like notice everything about them, like being present and like notice how they talk, the speed of their talking, what they like feel, like what they're expressing, you know. And it's so interesting to see like a lot of people being different. It's so exciting for me. But on this note, it's all because I want to just lay in my bed and to watch some horrible TV, and then maybe in the evening I will finish the script for the focus video. Yeah, I wanted to say let's do thumbnail, but I have nothing interesting for the thumbnail. Maybe like, but that doesn't really, I don't have anything. It's not like I'm trying to get productive, I don't know. Okay, I love you. Bye. Also, let's do a little hug. Let's bring it in. Where's my hug at? I've never had anyone say to me, where's my hug at? You know, but I'm looking forward to it. So I don't like hugging people, but I will hug you. Okay, that's a little weird.